Hello and welcome to another episode of the FPL Hangover podcast where we raise the bar and lower the tone, all things FPL related. We are coming to you on the 17th of October. I believe it's the second international break of the season is nearly done. We've got the deadline in 4 or 5 days time, and it's time to take a look back at the landscape of FPL, see where the fuck we are, discuss our mini-league. We got our monthly winner to announce, discuss our wildcards, how they played out. We didn't do an episode last week, so we'll definitely lean into that a little bit, and look ahead to what's in store for Gameweek 9. But here to help me make some sense of it all, my podcast partner in crime, Paddy. How you getting on, my friend?
I'm getting on great. It's good to be back. Thank fucking God, Ger. I mean, weeks without football are like picking your nose with a
there was
rubber
plenty of
glove.
football, Paddy. You didn't watch the Ireland-Greece match on Friday?
Without fantasy football, you know what I mean, Ger.
I do.
Don't be gaslighting me. There's enough going on that in the Twitter sphere these days. So don't be annoying.
Don't be
prick.
annoying. You took you all of one. Well, I was talking for half. That took you 10 seconds to bring it up. Yeah, international break always
touching the controversy.
Yeah, always brings it up. You know, the boredom drives people crazy. But yeah, it's nice to have a fire finally lit under the FPL belly. I mean, we've been chatting for fucking 2 hours without hitting that record button.
Yeah,
and
we've discussed it all.
Man, and you'll never hear it. You'll never hear what.
Never.
That's Paddy doesn't know I've recorded it, but we will save that for a different day. But looking
for the pipe bomb episode.
The pipe bomb episode, yeah, when we decide to burn all the bridges. And if you want to be around for when we do inevitably decide to do that, hit subscribe, like, all the usual shit. Do it now, just in case you forget. We wouldn't want that to happen. But Paddy, tell me how your wildcard game week 8 went.
Well, it was kind of annoying. I wanted more points, Ger. But a wild card is not just for Christmas; it is for life. Isn't that what they say?
It's for 6 months, I think. A couple of months.
Yeah, for 6 months. Anyway, do you know what I mean? It's not just for 1 week.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But I came out with 47 points, so I was above the average.
Okay.
I had green arrows. Wouldn't be hard when you're at my rank now at the moment. Can't believe, like, when I say things like that after being 180k in the world.
You were the greatest mind in FPL a couple of weeks ago. Do you remember?
I know.
And now look at you.
Yeah, I remember.
One fucking point ahead of me.
1 point? Holy shit.
1 point.
So, Turner, I got a clean sheet. Felt great to have a clean sheet in between the sticks because I had Onana for a long time.
I think it's the only fucking positive from your team.
Yeah, I know. A Turner clean sheet. I was like, whoa! I also brought in Trippier, and you tried to talk me out of it, but I mean, we won't go into that too much because
you're missing the big highlight. I know you're desperate to run through the team, but the big highlight is, and I'm looking at it here, and it's on the screen. You've gone no Salah.
Yes.
Which is, that's interesting in itself, and we get into it. But just for those listening, yes, you've gone Trippier, but you've sacrificed the big man.
Well, we'll get into it. Anyway, I brought in this is a whole new team. I forgot all about it. I have Cash. I'm like all excited looking at it. Trash, Trippier, Udogie got me 6 points as well. Then my midfield was Madison and Son. I went with the double Spurs because were they playing Luton?
You went triple Spurs, brother.
Triple Spurs, yeah. And I captained Sonny. Now, that kind of backfired. But come on, like there has to be times in this league where you have an opportunity to not captain Haaland. And I think those are important little like weeks where you can actually do it and not maybe be burned too much. So I went with Son. Here's where it probably gets interesting. I brought in Almiron, and Jer's face for the people that can't see. He's just like
no. I've got Gordon in my team. I've got Gordon.
He's
in my team,
flabbergasted.
so I can't judge you.
And I've brought in Luis Diaz. I've also brought in Watkins and Darwin Núñez. What the fuck are you laughing at? These are... Anyway, I'm just going to go finish running off my team anyway. So Núñez 5 points, Watkins 5 points. Haaland, of course, he did nothing. And then my subs were Byrne, Pellistri, and Lamptey, and Areola as my keeper. Now, just before I ask you how you get on, I just want to say that I didn't go Salah, but I brought in Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez.
How did that work out?
It didn't work. It didn't. You know it didn't. Don't fucking gaslight me. You know it didn't work out this week.
Gaslighting. It's not gaslighting.
Everything's gaslight now because you know
everything. People who don't know what that word fucking means.
So, the plan is that they will cover Salah and outscore Salah over the next 4 weeks.
I don't think so. Not
Me neither. But anyway, I've also brought. Anyway, that's my team. What do you think of it before you go into your own?
Yeah, as I said, look, I respect anyone that decided to go like kind of no Salah in just because it's so easy to be relatively template these days in FPL, and Salah was such an obvious pick. I'm like, well, you were aware of him, you looked at things and you said, no, I don't want him, I'd rather have these two gobshites, Darwin and Diaz, and it makes the show interesting, so I'm all for it. As I said, I can't judge Almiron because I have Gordon, and I've yet to see how that works out, and I feel like they're kind of in and around the same ballpark. I don't like Pellistri, as that's my actual irritating thing that annoys me, is seeing a Man United jersey as your throwaway midfielder. I'm like, there's that on multiple levels that's irritating.
It's irritating me, but I'll be honest. I was I'd done the wildcard, like I had it for our last podcast, and the plan was that I would kind of tinker a little bit more, which I did. I actually brought Salah in and stuff and changed around a few things. And then I was like, nah, I'm going back to my original plan. And then the plan was to kind of fix up the bench a little bit, and I didn't actually get round to it with time constraints. I didn't get the love into that part of the team, but everything else I'm happy with, you know what I mean? Pelistri's just sitting there at 4.4. Anthony's back now anyway, so he'll never get a fucking another game. But I have Byrne there and I have Lamptey.
Yeah, no, it's a strong bench, and look, it's a strong team. If you went no Salah, that's exactly the team to go for. You know what I mean? Looking at it, I'm like, yeah, you've gone Diaz and you've gone Darwin, you've taken a punt on himself, and you're not the only manager. I mean, I've seen plenty of managers do the same thing, and I'm like, I'm sitting there on the other side, and I'm hoping you're all fucking wrong. And
give us your team and your points then.
So 51. Again, not amazing. Green Arrow. Yeah.
I didn't see your team, but I was like, I thought you were going to have like such a bigger score than me because you actually had Salah. So,
Well, thank fuck I had Salah, because I didn't, have like, I didn't captain the cunt, and I didn't captain Son or Madison, but whatever. I mean, 51. It was basically this week. It was like, or not this week. This was ages ago. But game week 8, it was like, did you nail your captaincy? That was what kind of rocketed people up. But I went with Areola and obviously Turner on the bench. That annoys me, but that's probably because I feel like, it was a bit of a 50-50, and I just chose wrong.
Strange one that.
Yeah,
to go Areola.
I went with the home team. That was my logic, and I was praying for a 0-0. I was like, go on, just a shitty, boring match, or West Ham, put Newcastle down. I mean, and I just basically went with the home team because I also thought that Palace would score at home against Forest.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, they usually would nick one, and Forest don't travel well, at least statistically. So, I went with that, and when I see the likes of yourself, I'm like, yeah, I can totally understand it.
But you thought that Newcastle wouldn't score?
I thought that away from home, Areola
on West.
Well, I mean, what did they get?
Yeah.
They got 2 goals.
Was it not 2-2? Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I would have been fancying. I always think Newcastle are going to score these days because they're just such a fine flying team. So, and
it's probably why it irks. It's probably why it irks me a bit, because you're right. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, maybe I was being too fucking, fundamental in terms of home and away. I'm like, no. I mean, it's a bit obvious when you put it that way. But yeah, I'm just happy that Salah came good. I got my clean sheet for Crystal Palace, clean sheet for Spurs, Madison, Salah. And again, I captained Haaland. That was the thing. You know, it was like I went boring.
You weren't ever going to captain Salah, were you?
No, Son was my second choice. It would have been
Good.
Son before Salah, and I just was like, you just never know when that man's going to go off. And it's been a topic for a few weeks now, and obviously it was a big topic leading up to the Gameweek 8 deadline because there was a lot of wildcards. You know, Haaland, and you have, you know, the likes of Ross, FPL Raptor, you know, fucking basically sticking his flag in the sand and, you know, that kind of shit. You're like, oh yeah, and that's just,
he's got no Haaland, hasn't he?
He's got no Haaland. Yeah, as far as I'm aware. I'm apologies if I'm wrong, but
okay.
you know, I'm like, yeah, you know, that's a legitimate option. You know, like, well, I disagree, but like, you know, there's plenty of people talking about it now, and this week kind of proved it with the Salah, you know, captainers laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, I mean, it was like there was 3 great captaincy options in Game Week 8.
Yeah.
And somebody was always going to lose. So, it was the...
Sorry, go on, Paddy. Go on.
Yeah, no, go on. I'm kind of done with that.
No. I was going to say, like, do you... Like, now that you've played your wildcard, like, are you still firmly on Haaland? Or you kind of... I can't remember if it was after we started chatting or after we hit record, but... Like, you're all about the differential captain days because you did Sundays last week.
Yeah, I mean, when there's an opportunity, I like to take it because I know a lot of safe managers will stay on, like, probably perma captain Haaland. But, like, I mean, there was an opportunity there to go Son against Luton. Like, it seemed like a complete no-brainer to me. Who was City playing? They were playing Arsenal.
Yeah, it was Arsenal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, that's like a game that's. It's a tough game. I mean,
so let's just cut to the chase then. Like, game week 9 is who's your captain?
It's on Haaland at the minute.
Home to Brighton.
Yeah, home to Brighton. Yeah.
What about Darwin Núñez at home to Everton?
Yeah, but Darwin Núñez mightn't play the full game.
Yeah, neither of them mightn't even start. It's gonna be an interesting weekend, I think. You know, the post international break always kind of is.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's Son as well, home to Fulham.
Yeah,
but
really
you see,
good fixture.
That's the thing though, where people can get caught out. Like, they trust and Son so much against Luton, and then they get burned. And they're like, I don't really want to go Son again against Fulham, but he could.
Well, that's 2 in a row now with Son, isn't it? Because you had Sheffield United there a couple of game weeks ago, that people kind of went in on Son. I was one of them. Didn't captain him, but went in on him.
You got your rewards.
He blanked.
Oh, okay.
Sheffield
so
United.
Was it the one after that then? He or the one before?
I think he did. Yeah, he went nuts then against fucking Liverpool and Chelsea or whoever. Like, we're in between the two, or maybe it was Arsenal or something. But yeah, he went blitz. You know, blitzkrieg in the 2 tough matches. But like Sheffield United and Luton, I've bookended both of those fixtures with Son, and I'm wondering if that might play into managers' minds this weekend. Do you know?
I've just moved captaincy over to him now, as we speak.
Over to Son.
Yeah, I've just done it. Well, it mightn't stay there, but like, I just wanted to see what it looks like. Try it on, you know. But like, I mean, right? So we're going straight into Game Week 9 here. So we're just talking about. I mean, I know you're fucking right, because this is the pod that you need to get shit out in the air. Like, so I'm tempted even to move on one of my Liverpool. Or what?
Already?
Yes. For a United asset.
What are you talking about? I know, you just made all these decisions last week.
Yeah, I know, but now I'm like, you know, so I've got transfers.
For who?
I might move, right, here we go. I might move Luis Diaz. Like, I'm going to wait this out. There's Champions League as well. Okay. No, there's not. Next week.
Well, not before the fucking deadline.
Yeah, but I mean, there's Champions League to be some important matches.
Yeah.
So I might move Luis Diaz out for Bruno Fernandes. Because United have a nice fixture too.
What?
Yes. Right? Or waits for it. I might move Darwin Núñez out for Højlund. What?
Like, why did you go triple Liverpool and then like ditch him? Why are you why are so long? At the start. Double Liverpool. Yeah. At the start of this episode, you talked about wildcard not being for 1 week and being for life, as you put it. Yeah. And now you're going like So I'm looking at the fixtures here, right? Liverpool have Everton at home, Forest at home, Luton away in the next 3.
Yeah.
And you're saying, nah, they weren't in my mind when I got these people in.
They were in my mind, yeah. They were, of course. But, I mean, you're saying there about a wild card is for life, that I said.
I repeated you.
Yeah, and I stand by that. But one transfer is not a wild card. One transfer is just one player. I still have my wild card.
Transfer does not a wild card make.
I have still got my wild card team here. One fucking transfer doesn't change the whole team, my whole new team.
It seems like such a superfluous transfer.
Listen, I'm getting things off my chest here. These are thoughts that are going through my head because I think people.
You knew I'd react like this.
Maybe I'm gaslighting you.
You need to look up that goddamn word.
Yeah, but look. So those are things that are going through my head. Okay, or I might get rid of one of the Spurs players for a United player. But either way, I think I miss having a wee United player in there for this Sheffield Wednesday fixture.
You've got Palestri.
Sheffield United. Yeah, fuck him. He's fodder. So what do you think? Do you not think it would be nice to have a piece of the Sheffield United pie as well?
I think you haven't been watching United matches.
I have been watching them. I am a blind fool. I love them.
Yeah, so what the fuck? Like, what's making you think that that they're not going to struggle to get even one goal against?
Do you know what the thing is? I have been watching United matches, and I think Højlund is ready to fucking go to town. I think that this could be his game. This could be his reckoning. Because he is a fox in the box. He is hungry.
A fox in the box. I like Højlund, and I'm with you. I think there is a potential avenue to explore there FPL wise, but United, a nice fixture
getting in ahead as well.
But like, look, it's a nice fixture this week, right? Well, on paper it's a nice fixture. I genuinely don't think it will be a nice fixture for United.
Yeah, okay.
But the week after that, home to City. I'm like, do you really want to be?
Yeah, then just move him on. Yeah.
No, I'm just like, I'm
not handcuffing myself.
I'm happy to, I think.
Do you think I should just sit?
I don't think United should be touched. I think the best decision I made when I wildcarded was to get rid of all my United assets from an FPL perspective.
So you're not a little bit worried about Sheffield United?
No, because no one owns these fucking players anymore. I mean, I know there's.
Did we get rid of loads of? We did get rid of player. Oh, look, what about Sterling?
Yeah, that was good. I was happy. I wasn't a Sterling owner, so I was laughing my balls off.
I was a Sterling owner.
Yeah, I know.
I was a Sterling owner. That was like the guys that held on. I was happy for them.
No,
do you know what I mean? I was for some of them, not the annoying ones. I was happy for the ones that weren't annoying. I thought, you know what, fair. When you have that wee bit of like you're sick for yourself, but you're like fuck no, well done you, well done you, because you stayed firm. You knew everyone was wild carding. You had it in your pocket, burning a hole in your pocket, but you decided to play the fucking, this is your, let them all run, spend their wild cards, and keep your fucking little Sterling cunt. And sorry,
you slowly just started turning into extremely bitter about it.
Yeah, I did. The more I thought about it, fuck them.
No,
fuck them
I'm not happy for them.
I'm not happy for them, no. But anyway, that was horrible, wasn't it?
It was. Well, like I said, I was just laughing. But that's wildcards. That's there's always going to be something crazy like that. But okay, I think we've fleshed it out. Haaland is potentially not a captain every single week, according to yourself.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that makes the game better, doesn't it?
Proved right.
Yeah, no, it makes the game better.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, they're playing Brighton now. Brighton have seemed to have turned shit all of a sudden. I mean, like, if this was Brighton in the first 3 game weeks, you would be thinking, I don't know about Captain and Haaland, but didn't they get beat their last 2 games or something? Or just correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that they haven't.
No, they got smashed at Villa.
Right,
they did get a good result against Liverpool last week. Was it 2-2?
So it was a draw.
It was a draw, but like at the same time, like I do think Brighton can be got at. I think they can be got at. Which is, I don't think there's any, like it's Haaland at home. against a team that hasn't been, defensively, they just haven't been that solid. Even if they are playing, great football and capable of even taking the game to City, I don't see them being, keeping City out. I don't see them keeping a clean sheet. And yeah, whenever that's the case, I'm happy to captain Haaland. This week, Son or Maddison at home to Fulham. Yeah, nice fixtures. A nice fixture, but I don't think the ceiling is as high with either of them as it is with Haaland. And obviously Salah at home to Everton is at 12:30. So why you never captain someone at 12:30? It's a rule.
Yeah. It is a rule, but it's a rule that's full of shit, though, isn't it? I think someone looked at the statistics and it wasn't proved to be. Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't a load of bollocks last week when I captained Son for the first game, and my whole weekend was absolutely ruined.
Yeah, was that the 12:30 kickoff?
Yeah, I think it was the early game. Yeah, I went against the grain with the not against the grain. I think it was definitely the early kickoff. I captained Son. And that's it. That's it. You don't speak to your wife, your family, your kids. You don't go play ball. You don't play dolls or Lego. You just
cry.
You just walk about.
Yeah.
You just cry and you just walk about.
That Narcos
drinking.
Meme. Yeah. Well, that's a regular Saturday. That's why we play FPL, so we have an excuse to get day drunk. But exactly. I'm looking at my team for Gameweek 9, man, and I'm set up. Do you know why? Because I have Salah.
Why?
That's why. No.
I'm fucking set up, though.
But then why are you looking at bringing in fucking...
Hold on. How come you think you're set up? You're playing Everton. That's a derby. Do you not think they're going to be up for blood? And now they've got Calvert-Lewin back as well. And
yeah, I only have one dog in that race. You fucking two.
You see, there you go. It's okay for you to go with the one dog. When I say I'm making a transfer, one dog, it's my whole fucking wild card.
Because because why would you take that approach when you're planning for the long term?
I am planning long term.
Hoyland isn't fucking long term.
It was a wee hokey cokey.
It's not.
I was thinking about. Anyway, I'm set up, right? I actually don't even know what player to bench because I've got Dan Burn on the bench right now.
Dan Burn at home to Crystal Palace, you can't bench him.
Well, I've got Trippier. There's going to be a lot of people that have double Newcastle defenders. Do you think they're playing both their Newcastle defenders ahead of maybe Udogie, who's playing Fulham, and Cash, who's playing West Ham?
I'd nearly be fucking playing Dan Burn ahead of Almiron. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, now you see, now you're fucking gaslighting me.
I'm not.
No, you are. You're picked the one wee player that I see a wee shining star and a wee bit of hope.
And you know what? You're right too, because that is an actual differential. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what, Almiron...
You just haven't thought this through, Paddy. You just haven't thought any of this through. It's an absolute slap.
Almiron was going to be either fucking... What was the other popular fucking names that were thrown around for Wildcards? There was a couple of
was one.
He was going to be...
I went with Gordon. Benched him.
Remember you put someone else in too, and I laughed at him.
Probably got a hat trick. No, I don't know. I mean, there was a few cheapies. Ward-Prowse.
You put someone in, Ward-Prowse, and I laughed at him. And your exact words to me were, "We'll see, Paddy."
Oh, this was when I put it online, and you laughed at in my face for Ward-Prowse, and I didn't even know you had Almiron in your team. Well, you didn't even know you had Almiron in your team, and you're laughing at Ward-Prowse. Oh my god!
Did Gordon get any points?
No, because he was fucking suspended. He's there for this week.
You chatting me into bringing in a suspended player too last week. That's right. It's all come back to me now. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah. Look what happens, Paddy.
So, are you playing him this week then?
You're damn right, I'm playing him at home.
Ahead of who?
So my team is on the screen for all you lovely YouTube viewers. I'm playing him ahead of Taylor. I suppose technically ahead of Anderson away to Newcastle, the Crystal Palace defender.
The goal scoring machine.
Yeah. That absolute unstoppable goal scoring machine, who's definitely now going to get 18 points. Yeah, the exactly. Now that I've jinxed myself, I'm playing them at home to Crystal Palace. I think Newcastle absolutely smash them. Hopefully.
So Newcastle, and you've got Gordon, I've got Almiron.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think you've got a better pick than me?
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, if Almiron plays, then
you think Almiron's not going to play?
I think if you look at his minutes, maybe I'm wrong here.
Maybe you are.
Yeah, he was rested against Brentford.
Yeah.
50. Yeah, they're fine. No, he's starting. I mean, like, it's not like they have a rake of options out on the other side. And
what's Burns minutes?
Burns played every match, no?
How long?
90 minutes every fucking...
Lies.
No, I'm looking. It's on the screen. 90 minutes every game of the season. Dan Burn.
Yeah. Dan Burn.
Are you talking?
Okay.
Yeah, are you talking about Gordon? Is that what you're trying to throw shade at?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Gordon.
You
I'm showing
fucking
shade. Yeah,
spanner.
that's him.
Well, he didn't play last week. I don't know if you know, but he was suspended.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's pretty decent minutes. 60 minutes, 2 goals, 4
Decent,
assists. 2 goals, 4 assists. What's Almiron got?
Loads.
Has he? What's he got? You don't even
How
know.
many points?
You're
How many
such
points has he got?
a casual. You're such a casual.
How many points has he got?
You paid 6.4 million for Almiron, and you're giving me shit for paying 5.6 for Gordon.
Well,
$1 million cheaper.
You see, now you've got all the facts in front of you there, but Almiron's been tapping away.
I know this stuff. It doesn't even need the facts.
Almiron, what do you see? Do you know what? We'll just wait till the pod next week.
We'll see.
And
We'll see.
we'll
Almiron
see
versus Gordon. The pod everyone's been waiting for. Once in a lifetime.
That's the one. But anyway, going back to my team, I'm well set up. I have Madison, Luis Diaz against Everton, Almiron, Son, Maddie, Watkins, Darwin, Haaland. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you'd want to be. You just wildcarded.
I mean, I don't know what I want to do with Dan Burn. No, I kind of feel like Turner's going in again, by the way. Suppose you're going to go Areola playing Villa. Probably Watkins won't score, will he?
No, I have Turner in at home to Luton.
Yeah.
I have Turner in at home to Luton. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah.
No, that's an obvious one. Hopefully he keeps his spot, because I do get the impression he's going to lose it sooner rather than later. But I'm hoping I'm wrong with that one. Leave him in. Paddy, I think we've talked enough shit, and there's only one reason people are here, and that's for the FPL Hangover Mini-League.
Yeah, let's get right into that, because boy, have we missed it. So the Mini-League, of course, is sponsored by Kinniger Brewing, and I want to just give a little shout out to our manager of the month. We'll get that out of the way. There it is on the screen. What's that? What's that one?
Rust Bucket.
Oh, I love a Rust Bucket.
Yeah. They've named all their beers after sexual maneuvers.
Yeah, the Rust Bucket's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So this week's manager of the month, the manager of the month for September goes to local man here from the Letterkenny and Donegal district, Mr. Gavin O'Donnell.
Something's fishy up there, man.
And Gavin O'Donnell, actually, he was my my roommate at one of the Irish FPL meets in Galway, and what a great guy. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be going to a nicer bloke. And he's actually ran away with it this month.
Okay.
Scoring what's he on? 316 points.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I met Gavin also at that FPL meetup, and
yeah, he said he didn't like you.
Well, I don't blame him. But I did think he was a nice chap, and but I am starting to think it's rigged here, Paddy. This is 2 Donegalese patrons, and there's something. Last
It wasn't. It wasn't. She wasn't from Donegal,
wasn't she?
She was from Brazil.
Knew her. Yeah, she was from Brazil, but
she was
her
from
fucking
Brazil.
husband was from Donegal. Jesus, come out of it. Now who's gaslighting? You know?
Right. Anyway, so 316, Gavin O'Donnell, and second place, just so you know the distance, was Trevor Parks, and he had 292 points. So how many points did he miss out in there, Jerry? Any good at maths?
24 points.
Yeah, 24 points. So would have been all sorted with maybe a Salah.
Nah, he wouldn't even do that.
Salah cap.
Congratulations, Gavin. You absolutely smashed Trevor.
Yeah, you smashed him. Gavin actually got 32 points that game week as well, and holy fuck, his team was kind of shite. Just looking at it.
Yeah, that's up on the screen there.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a good team. It's just one of those weeks.
Yeah,
you know?
Just had a bad week. It's all downhill from here, Gavin.
No Salah though. For a Liverpool fan, he's gone Trent.
Yeah, interesting. So anyway, we'll just get right into the manager of the week for
Would you want to call down the actual top 10 of the league? Because Gavin won the month, but he's not top of the league.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not that good.
Yeah.
So wow, the manager of the week, or sorry, the manager top. Fuck, I can't speak. Here, hold on. Let me just relax.
Sorry, Paddy. I threw you under the bus there.
Yeah, I was just going ahead like with fucking manager of the week, and then we could have done top 10. But anyway, we're doing top 10 now.
Sorry.
Because let's do everything you want to do.
I'm sorry.
Gaslighter. So the top 10 is Cla Tour, and they are on holy shit 541 points. They got 77 points this week.
Wildcarded.
And it moved. Yeah. Did they? Yeah.
Yeah, Van de Ven, the
Yeah,
poxy cunts.
they did. They wildcarded themselves up 9 places and right into the top spot. An overall rank of 5,900.
Boom, 6K, man. Get that.
Yeah. Donald O'Regan, I think a friend of the pod as well. And I think he is from...
Donegal?
No, he's from down the country. He's a reporter. He writes in the paper. He's a good man. He's up 10 places. He also got 77 points, and he's sitting there at 537 and 8K in the world. Fergal Casey from Donegal, 531 points. Well done, Fergal. You got 49 points this week, and he is in third. Glenn Judkins is in fourth. Aaron Beattie in 5th, Trevor Parks in 6th, and James Walsh in 7th, Antoinette Buckley in 8th, and Scott Kent in 9th, and Paul Margie, another fucking Donegal man, in 10th, and Gavin O'Donnell in 11th. So, Jesus, Donegal has taken over this league. I love it.
Yeah, and what the fuck have you done? You know, have
like,
you been handing out flyers down in the fucking village or something like that? Is it?
It's what? Yeah, they've joined up. They're loving life. They're like
there's some limerick
standard of
FPL manager
up here. Donegal's probably like Norway's got the best FPL players. I'd say Donegal probably has the best FPL managers in Ireland.
Oof, there's a Twitter poll. World Cup tickets.
We have the general as well.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's an argument to be made, but. Yeah. I mean,
me and Mark,
not the best the best Irish manager. I'm not entirely sure what county he's from, but maybe it's not Donegal. You know,
maybe it is. Who gives a fuck?
But congratulations to the top 10, Paddy. But you got some more details for us.
Yeah, we want to go now and give the manager of the week. So the most impressive points. The average was 44, and this manager managed to score 80 points and put themselves 23 places up the league and are now sitting in the top 4. I want to congratulate Glenn Judkins on a fantastic game week, and just like that, you can just shoot up the league.
What's the team name there, buddy?
Never give up. I'll get the team name for you now. If you just give me a little second. It doesn't give the team names till you click their name, and then you have to check it out because it just says the real names here. So the team name is Batman. I love it.
I had it in front of me. I just wanted to look it up.
Love that. So special mention goes to Claude Tour, who's topped the league, 77 points. Donald Reagan, 77 points. And Altar Basri at 72 points. And another Donegal man, Frankie McCarroll, on 71. Well done, Frankie. So he listens to the pod as well. So let's see what's next on the agenda. Want to have a look at the Walk of Shame. The absolute worst player. Oh my God. I'm shocked.
Is it bad?
I'm shocked.
Is this a Donegal man as well, is it?
No, it's the lovely Brazil girl that
one manager of the month.
Yeah, our last manager of the month is this week's Walk of Shame. I'm very sorry, Paula, but Paula only got 28 points, and she dropped down 26 places, and she is now in 34th place, which still isn't too bad in this league, but it's a big blow.
Manager, but I mean, it's the weekly shame. That's the main thing. You know, the league is for life, but
it's just weekly, yeah. And this is like, you know, like if we had X-Files music now, because this is unreal.
Give me a second.
So,
no, go on.
Love it. So this week's special mention, also in the Walk of Shame, is this month's manager of the month, Gavin O'Donnell. He's second worst manager of the week.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And what? The two managers of the month, the current and the former, are the worst managers.
Doesn't that just give you hope, Paddy? Doesn't it just give you hope?
It just gives you fucking hope. Like 32 points Gavin got.
Losers.
He's dropped himself 8. He's dropped himself 8 places to now be in 11th place. So unreal. And anyway, 37 to Masik Malanov, 39 to Maria Sanmo, Ivan Cheng 39, Trevor Parks 40, Oren Russell 43, and then we've got a couple of guys on 44. So interesting. We'll move straight over to the bench wankers. Let's see what they got. Personal favorite of mine. Oh, this guy seems to be like, I think we talk about this guy every week. But anyway, what would be the bench points this week? Do you want to take a stab at it? Just one guess.
Like the amount?
Yeah.
29.
close. 26, and it's Peter Scullion.
Oh, he does come up quite a bit. Yeah.
Doesn't he?
He's in the top 13. That's why he's actually he's up there. Go on.
So 26 points. Second place is Mario Sanmo, 19 points on his bench, and Danny Watkins on 16 points. And just to let you know, Peter Scullion and Marius wildcarded, and I wanted to see what kind of points they got. This week.
I have Scullion's here. I can tell you, Paddy, if you want to
tell
try
me.
it up the other fella. But Scullion's 26 points on his bench. It's one of those weird weeks where it's like it's not one big player he left out. It's the likes of Gay with his 9 points, which again I saw on a few people's benches. Gabriel 8 points. You know, again playing City, you don't worry about benching him. And then he also had Turner's 6-point clean sheet. So it sounds worse than it is, but I mean I think all decisions were, pretty justified and it's just a bit of a sickener.
Yeah, well, not as big as the sickener for Marius, because at least Peter Scullion still moved up 5 places. Marius lost 19 points on his bench, and he only got 39 points, and he dropped 15 places in the league. He must have been doing okay because he's now in 21st place, so huge benching issues there. We will now just have a little look at the Transfer Genius, another one of my favorites. And, of course, it is Glenn Judkins, who actually made 2 transfers and took a -4.
Do you have his name there, buddy?
Glenn Judkins.
Do you have the team name?
I think it's Botman.
Yeah, it is. I was just trying to get you to do it again, sorry.
Yeah, right. Interestingly enough, Glenn's transfers were Botman out for Van der Ven and Bowen out for Madison. And
Van der Ven, sure. Come on, you got fucking lucky. Get out of here. Get out of here. You should have had a Dougie or Paro. You got lucky, punk. That's a
special mention goes to Rune Lowland, who made 14 points, 2 transfers, -4. Saka to Son and Estupian to Van de Ven. So there was a few on the Van de Ven wagon.
There was.
And I think that about sums up our league
and our fucking episode, if you ask me.
And our episode, yeah.
If you do want to take part in the league, the code is HUP8K9, HUP8K9. It's on the screen. HUP8K9 description will contain the link as well. Paddy, excuse you. You're battling through an awful sickness tonight. I appreciate you coming on.
The last fucking 4 weeks.
I know. It's fucking yeah.
Yeah, if I was a dog, put me down.
But we will be closing that league in a couple of weeks. Probably next week is Gameweek 10. So, we'll give it this week. And if you enjoy what you hear and you want to win some Kinniger-sponsored prizes and some general crack, then, join using that link. But it will be closing soon. Paddy...
Before we go
on.
We've got the ins and outs.
Go for it.
I love to do this. I'll let you. We'll play this game again. When you get one wrong, you're gone. Okay. So, top.
I feel like this just before you start. This is me just making a fool of myself every fucking week.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
Figured. Top transfers out, cheating. Is it?
Yeah.
Transfers out. Saka.
Today.
Saka.
Yeah, you got one. Yeah.
Yeah. Saka. I'm gonna guess like Rashford as well.
Yeah, you've got 2. This is the furthest you've ever got.
No, it's not. I've gotten 3 once. Oh, Paddy, I don't know. Give me a team. Give me a team or something. Sterling. Give me a team.
Brighton.
Oh. Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me another team. It's way easier. It's way easier when you give me the teams.
Okay, Brentford.
Buemo.
Yeah. And Brighton.
Ooh, Brighton again. Mitoma?
Yeah. You got 2. I'm not ever giving you teams again.
You should give me teams every week.
That's cheating. So anyway, Estupinan he's red flagged. He's got like an injury thing or something over him here. Yeah, it says he's got a muscle injury expected back November 4th. But 618,000 managers have decided that's enough. Saka is second most transferred out, which is interesting. 215,000. Matoma third with 180,000. Yeah, so there you go. Anything at all, these people jump on it. Rashford, because United are shite, and he's been shit, 138,000. And Mbuemo, 137,000. I think he's had a couple of blanks in Buemo, and people are fed up with that. And like everything I said about Rashford in the last pod, I think was right.
Yeah, I think you definitely made a good point, but you're also the one that has been promoting going fucking Hoyland this week, which I'm like...
I wasn't promoting it.
You were.
You see, I wasn't promoting. I was telling you my fucking inner, most deepest, darkest thoughts about like where my little exciting transfer
When
is.
you speak to the millions, Paddy, it's promoting. Okay,
Yeah.
you got to recognize that with great power comes great responsibility. Exactly. Come on.
That new Spider-Man game's out on Friday, by the way.
I know you're going to call in sick to work again.
I don't work Fridays. So anyway, we'll wrap it up shortly. But the most transfers in this week. Let's hear you, Ger.
Salah.
No, you should get this. Yeah.
Salah's up there. Everyone's talking about him. See, this fucks me because I don't know if Wildcards are counting, but I'm going to guess Watkins has to be up there.
Yeah, he's actually number one. That's the top answer. 205.
Survey says you should be doing all this. Yeah. You should have a stream deck over on your side doing all the special effects. Although
we need to get more. Yeah, I would. People wouldn't listen. There'd be just so many stuff.
I'm guessing Trippier.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're fucking done.
Really?
Watkins top transfer in. Salah second. Madison in third. Anderson, that guy you're going to bench, is fourth. And Cash is fifth.
Fuck. I thought Trips would be up there, but I guess he's...
These, by the way, these don't include wildcards.
Okay. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Where are you getting this from?
What, that information?
Yes.
Well, from the fact that the price changes aren't included with the wild card, you know.
Oh no, I just meant where are you actually getting all your information tonight? Do we give credit to them?
Oh, I'm just getting from the Premier League website.
Oh, the Fantasy Premier League. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Credit goes to Fantasy Premier League for having a website, a barely usable, hasn't been updated in forever website. Yeah, congratulations, lads.
It's not that bad. Oh, by the way, this is
not
just
that
like
bad. The website is
just to wrap it up. We're just here now on the. It's just I love looking at this kind of stuff, right? So game week, what the stars of the game week, right?
For which game week?
I'm just going to go through them quickly.
Which game week?
One. But all the game weeks so far, the number one player from each game week. It's just mad when you see it because you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, but they're just 1 week wonders.
We're just waffling here, but anyway, I need Varane game week 1. You wouldn't have thought that, huh? 14 points. And Buemo game week 2, 16 points. Sterling game week 3, 19 points. I had him, and that's when I started calling myself a genius. Yeah. That didn't last long. Son game week 4, 20 points. Bernardo Silva game week 5, 13 points. Trippier game week 6, 18 points. Watkins game week 7, 23 points. And guess who was the star of game week 8?
Van der Ven. Although he got the same as
Sterling again.
Sterling 17 or something, was it?
Yeah, 16 points.
All right, Paddy, where can everyone find you?
You can get me on Twitter, FPL Viking _. You can get me on Instagram, the Viking Dippers, or something different. Where can we get you and the pod?
If you want to get in touch with the pod, it's at FPL Hangover on Twitter, and our email is fplhangover@gmail.com, and there's also an Instagram account, just FPL Hangover. You'll find it. If you enjoyed the show, again, please hit a like, a subscribe, share it to a friend, whatever it is. It all counts and makes us happy. And at the end of the day, isn't that what you should be doing, Paddy? Just paying it forward.
Exactly.
All right.
Paying it forward.
Enjoy game week 9, everybody. We'll see you next week. And most importantly, God bless.
God bless.